Hello? Can you? You're muted. Do you know that? In Discord. There you go.
Hello, Sarah.
Hey girl,
Hey.
what's up?
You want to read this article together?
Sure.
All right.
Hello? Can you, you're muted. You know that.
I can hear myself. I can hear the stream.
There you go. Hello, Sarah.
Hey girl.
Hey.
Wait, I'm going to read these super chats first. You say the future is Mr. Girl. Do you want to take credit for mental health awareness? You compared yourself to Jesus. I agree with you, $10. But I don't want the future to be Mr. Girl.
I can hear myself. I can hear the
Yeah, that's... I can see why you wouldn't want that. And the wheels have already been set in motion. It's already happening. But thank you for the $10. Wyatt Outlaw for $30.99 Australian. Why do you think many online streamers can't tell when you're being satirical in your work? I think that their parameters for understanding what is happening in a YouTube video are very limited. I think the excessive freedom that we have makes people kind of shrink up and actually get more restrictive in what they want to do and what they can understand. And I think I just am taking risks and making myself look bad in ways that it doesn't occur to them that somebody would do on purpose. So they either think it's an accident or they think it's a joke. Which are not... Also, a lot of people do pretend to make themselves look bad as by accident or as a joke, or they pretend, or they actually do by accident. Okay. All right, Sarah. This is going to be a bit of a tasteless victory lap that I'm going to do. Because is there room on the screen to put the article to? There isn't really. Okay. So for a while, the last 20 years or so, ever since high school, people say, I'm depressed. And I say, oh, you should fix your relationship with your parents, or confront your parents, or understand your upbringing and fix your life and make it better. And they say, no, I have a chemical imbalance. And I say, oh, you're defending your parents. You don't want to deal with your past. And so that's what you think, your perception of what depression is. And they're like, depression is a disease and I have a chemical imbalance, blah, blah, blah. And I've had people fucking giving me shit about this for my entire, kind of like the gender shit. And I'm just like, okay, well, I guess this is just my kooky belief. Now we have an article that fucking says I'm right, according to the headline. I haven't read the article yet.
Who made the article? Who wrote it?
I don't know.
Okay.
You ready?
Kind of. Shoot.
All right. The article is in The Guardian, and it's titled...
Guardian.
I know. It's titled, Little Evidence That Chemical Imbalance Causes Depression, UCL Scientists Find. Researchers question use of antidepressants prescribed to 1 in 6 UK adults. This is already more of it than I've read. Well, SSRIs help with depression, so according to chat, well, of course they do. But the question is, do they help with the thing that's causing the depression? I mean, you zonk yourself out enough, it's going to fucking help with anything. All right. Scientists have called into question the widespread use of antidepressants after a major review found no clear evidence that low serotonin levels are responsible for depression. Prescriptions for antidepressants have risen dramatically since the 1990s, with 1 in 6 adults and 2% of teenagers in England now being prescribed them. Millions more people around the world regularly use antidepressants. Many people take antidepressants because they've been led to believe their depression has a biochemical cause, but this new research suggests this belief is not grounded in evidence, says the study's lead author, Joanna Moncrieff, a professor of psychiatry at University College London and consultant psychiatrist at North East London NHS Foundation Trust. It is always difficult to prove a negative, but I think we can safely say that after a vast amount of research conducted over several decades, there is no convincing evidence that depression is caused by serotonin abnormalities, particularly by lower levels or reduced activity of serotonin.
Okay. That's
There's more.
interesting.
Do you want to make a comment and then I'll read more, or do you want to hear more? You want to interject?
Comment.
Yeah, interject. Go ahead.
You know
Okay.
me. love to
Yep.
interject.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's two separate things about whether there's a causal relation between serotonin and depression versus whether SSRIs help. Might
Oh, obviously, of
be.
course they help. If but yeah, if you jack up your serotonin, you're going to feel happier. But the question is that a band-aid solution? Because something's wrong with your life that you're not addressing, that you need to work on or fix or go to therapy, or is it that you're actually because the defense of using SSRIs, if I say, well, I think you should address your shit, they're like, I have addressed my shit. I have a chemical imbalance and a disease, and therefore I need this pill. And then I'm like, well, it just seems like you're addressing the symptoms and not like the real issue.
But as far as what the article is stating, it's just saying that there may not be a correlation between serotonin imbalance and depression.
Yeah, well, it's saying that
Oh, that's too
also
much
calls in,
makeup. Fuck
it,
you, chat.
that calls into the question that the use of SSRIs. They're not saying they don't work in the sense that they make people feel less depressed. They're saying there's no scientific justification for using them because we should figure out what's actually causing. Well, I don't know. Let's see what they say. I don't want to speak for them. Thousands of people suffer from the side effects of antidepressants, including severe withdrawal effects that can occur when people try to stop them, yet prescription rates continue to rise. We believe the situation has been driven partly by the false belief that depression is due to a chemical imbalance. It is high time to inform the public that this belief is not grounded in science. The new review of existing studies found that depression is not likely to be caused by a chemical imbalance and said people should be made aware of other options for treating it. However, other experts, including from the Royal College of Psychiatrists, questioned the findings and urged people not to stop taking their medication in light of the study, arguing that antidepressants remained effective. In the new analysis, researchers said 85 to 90% of the public believed depression was caused by low serotonin or a chemical imbalance. I believe that it's caused by your fucking life sucking and you not wanting to disrupt the lives of the other people in your life to address it. I made a video called "You Do Drugs to Conform" that is basically about how conflict avoidance and not wanting to change anything in your life leads you to treat symptoms with antidepressants or caffeine or alcohol or whatever drugs you cocktail you take to contort yourself into the shape that your life allows you to be in, instead of like taking up more space and forcing other people to deal with who you really are. Most antidepressants are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. SSRIs, originally said to work by correcting abnormally low serotonin levels. The review published in the journal Molecular Psychology looked at studies examining serotonin depression involving tens of thousands of people. One of the findings was that research comparing levels of serotonin and its breakdown products in the blood or brain fluids did not discover any difference between people diagnosed with depression and healthy people. No difference. The authors also emphasis mine. Oh wait, shit, my fucking shits. The authors also looked at studies where serotonin levels were artificially lowered in hundreds of people and concluded that lowering serotonin in this way did not produce depression in hundreds of healthy volunteers. Other studies looked at the effects of stressful life events and found that the more stressful life events a person had experienced, the more likely they were to be depressed, showing the importance of external events. Okay, this is like...
Toot your horn.
Yeah, this is like that scene in Ace Ventura where he's like solving the murder and he has the sliding glass door. According to research, there is also evidence from other studies that antidepressants may actually induce low serotonin in the long term. Our view is that patients should not be told that depression is caused by low serotonin or by a chemical imbalance, and they should not be led to believe that antidepressants work by targeting these unproven abnormalities, said Moncrieff. We do not understand what antidepressants are doing to the brain exactly, and giving people this sort of misinformation prevents them from making an informed decision about whether to take antidepressants or not. A spokesperson for the Royal College of Psychiatrists said antidepressants are ineffective.
Ineffective?
Are ineffective.
Okay, well.
NICE recommended
Disagree.
treatment for... You disagree that they are effective?
That they're ineffective.
Antidepressants are effective.
is an untruth. The Guardian sucks. I don't know why you're reading this.
Okay, I want you to think about the sentence I'm saying to you.
Don't tell me
Antidepressants.
to think.
Okay.
You know where that goes.
Sure. That was rude. Antidepressants, we know what that word means, are an effective. Meaning they are effective.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm mishearing.
If I were a 7-year-old, I would say they are effective. Least recommended treatment for depression that can also be prescribed for a range of physical and mental health conditions. We would not recommend for anyone to stop taking their antidepressants based on this review and encourage anyone with concerns about their medication to contact their GP. Dr. Michael Bloomfield, a consultant psychiatrist and principal clinical research fellow at University College
London. Nice puff piece for him, Dr. Michael Bloomfield.
Who was not involved in the study, said, many of us know that taking paracetamol can be helpful for headaches, and I don't think anyone believes that headaches are caused by not enough paracetamol in the brain. The same logic applies to depression and medicines used to treat depression. Okay, so you're 2 for 2 trying to predict that somebody was disagreeing with you, but actually they were agreeing with you. Let's continue. There is consistent...
Wait, what? 2 for 2?
Yeah, you said what a nice puff piece for Dr. Michael Bloomfield, but he's agreeing with you.
Yeah, just because he's not involved in the study doesn't mean this is a good puff piece for him.
Yes, but he's agreeing with you. He's disagreeing with the study.
Oh, well then he has my approval. So in a
I
way,
know.
it's still
I know.
puff
So
piece.
I'm saying that I feel like you're not very good at predicting whether
That's-
these people are agreeing with you or not. Here's what he said again.
No, honestly, it's hard
Yeah.
for me to hear this
Okay.
and respond in real time. I would
Okay.
have to read it to give like a really good
Many of us
thoughtful
know
response.
that taking paracetamol can be helpful for headaches, and I don't think anyone believes that headaches are caused by not enough paracetamol in the brain. The same logic applies to
Can
depression.
you say it with more drama? Can you read it a little slower?
Many of us know that taking paracetamol can be helpful for headaches, and I don't think anyone believes that headaches are caused by not enough paracetamol in the brain. The same logic applies to depression and medicines used to treat depression. There is consistent evidence that antidepressant medicines can be helpful in the treatment of depression and can be life-saving. Now, broadly, I think what the article is saying, and I agree with this is not a justification to just stop taking your antidepressants or advice to stop taking your antidepressants. However, if you are thinking of your antidepressants as the cure for the true cause of your depression, the evidence says, according to these people, that external events, your life being shitty, is probably the real cause. Okay, let's open the floor. Wait. I watched your predicted your friend would get raped video. Did you get that from the Natural History of Rape book from Randy Thornhill and Craig T. Palmer? I don't remember. I remember reading a study about scorpion flies, and that might have been by them, but I don't remember. It was a very long time ago. But scorpion flies have an extra pair of pinchers that's used in raping females. And so then my classmates and I were like, what if humans had a psychological pair of pinchers? What if we have a mechanism in our brains that tells us who to rape? Who helps us figure out who to rape and how to rape and when to rape? Because the scorpion flies, what they'll do is the male scorpion fly presents the female with a gift of a little ball of sugar. And if she likes it, then they have sex. And if she doesn't like it, then he goes after her with his extra pair of pinchers. He grabs her wing and holds her down with it. So we were trying to, we did this like study. We were trying to figure out, do humans have an innate mechanism for like how a psychological mechanism for choosing who to rape or how to rape them? Why are your mods silencing people in chat? We have a rule that you can't talk about my or the guest's body. So probably because they're doing that. Your mods are being tyrannical.
Let them be free.
Well, they're just timing people out. Your mods are being tyrannical. Probably my last stream unless you address this. It will only get worse and more harm will be done to the powerless. Okay, Cat Dog Bark. We can talk about this after we finish my depression victory lap.
Why is this a victory lap for you again? Did you?
That isn't
They're
what's
agreeing with you.
That isn't what's going on. We literally didn't. Okay, it wasn't commentary on bodies. Okay, who got timed out for what? Mods, don't time people out unless they are breaking TOS and risking the stream, risking the channel, or if they are talking about people's bodies. Those are the two things I want people timed out for.
I want to hear what they had to say about my body.
Jesus Christ. It was about Yawn God because we're memeing. Well, memeing is allowed. Free Yawn God. I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure out with Baby what happened. Baby, if you want to jump in and talk about what happened with Yawn God or what didn't happen with Yawn God, I'm all. Stop reading chat. Okay. All right. What do you think? What do you think, Sarah?
I'm kidding. About what? I'm sorry. The fucking bugs? I have no opinion.
No. The depression.
Depression? Honestly, I can only really draw from my own experience. And that, yes, you need a full comprehensive treatment plan, not just medication. Or probably even medication as last resort. Get your life in order.
Okay, so you agree.
Does that answer your question?
Kind of. What do you think causes depression? Do you have like a sense of what causes depression? Do you have any investment in that idea?
I think it can manifest in different ways, so it's hard to say what causes depression. Sometimes there's a genetic component, or sometimes it's environmental, or both. And it's not entirely clear to me. I can only kind of focus on what could be helpful. Causes are more complex, I think, than like looking at comprehensive solutions.
Okay, well, my question was about causes.
I gave you my answer. Causes can be complex.
Okay. All right, what do you want to talk about?
Do you have a more specific question?
Nope.
Nope. What are you in the mood to talk about? I have a whole litany of questions. So we can kind of cater it.
Hit me.
Hit you? Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
So your investigative documentary with yourself. Do you regret it?
Oh, the Real Doll review?
No. Max's day off.
Oh. No. I mean, a little.
No, a little?
Yeah, a little bit.
How come?
Well, it's very exposing.
Certainly you were aware of that when you made it.
I was. I am fully aware that I'm going to regret a lot of the things I make. But I'm not trying to make. I'm not trying to make. My content is provocative to me as well. I'm not trying to make content that I am fully comfortable with.
I don't know. That sounds like a dangerous game you're playing. As that piles up, you're just gonna have a mountain of regrettable content.
Yes.
I hope you're mentally prepared for the repercussions.
I'm not. Adam Godman says, I watched The Love Witch last night. Good movie. I see a lot of you in some of the scenes. I am in the movie The Love Witch as a background actor.
Is it a porno or is it?
No, it's a movie.
Oh, okay. I've not.
It has a lot of nudity in it, but it's not a porno.
Oh, probably won't watch then.
Okay.
Do you ever worry you're kind of treading on Dr. K territory with your advice and suggestions?
My biggest problem with Dr. K is that he's a doctor and he's misusing the authority and breaking therapy ethics rules, and which of course none of that applies to me. I assume you're talking about creating like a cult of personality or exploiting people by getting them to think that you're like a god who can fix all their problems and then just taking their money?
Um,
Or
I,
what Dr. K territory are you talking about?
yeah, breaching on maybe, I mean, just because you're not a doctor doesn't mean that you might possibly be misguided in your advice and suggestions, and that can lead someone in a bad direction.
Yeah, sure.
Could sometimes
I don't think,
you suggest therapy to some people,
yeah, I
and
don't think
sometimes you don't
giving,
suggest therapy.
I don't think there's an ethical code that I am bound to that says I shouldn't give people bad advice.
Is there a moral code that maybe you're bound to?
Uh,
Is that one and the same?
Kind of. I guess for me they are.
It's kind of
So
okay.
I don't, again, like the stuff, my problems with Dr. K are like blurry relationships where people basically are led to believe that they're receiving medical care while they're being told that they're not receiving medical care. Then they do receive medical care. Then the medical care is taken away from them willy nilly. It seems like an ethical mess. I don't think any of that applies to me. But I think the part that does apply to me is people looking to me for the answers, feeling like I'm the guy with the answers, as one of Dr. K's coaches said.
Do you feel like you're the guy with the answers?
I think that is one thing that is attractive about me to viewers is they feel like I have the answers. And I think that sometimes I speak in a way, or often in a way, that makes it sound like I am the guy with the answers. Yeah.
You mentioned you've been popular with the ladies since you were 13.
Yeah.
Is that because you've been prowling around playgrounds since then?
You're asking me, was I popular with 13? Have I been popular with 13-year-old ladies since I was 13? No. Although I will say, being in your 30s, uh, women of all ages seem to be pretty interested in you. When you're in your 20s, women your age and younger, and sometimes a little older, but usually your age and younger are the most focused on you. When you hit your 30s, it's kind of like those 60-year-old women who are like, "Oh, you were just a baby." Suddenly they're like, "No, I'll fuck you. That's okay. You're old enough now." So yeah, you get your pile driver's license when you turn 30, guys. It's exciting. I'm gonna read a few super chats while we all digest what I just said. If you ever visit Vancouver for Rap Tour, you should take a stop and visit New Westminster. It arguably has more culture in a smaller space. Great for a sunny day. You and your girl would like it. We'll get in a huge fight. I can already picture it, but thank you for the suggestion. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I want the TV to talk to me. Hello, hello, Derek. Thanks for the money. Moviegoer. Depression is actually caused by a clog in the third nostril. Zachman, you should talk to YMS. Your movie sucks. He's a big Destiny friend who would be very analytical, deep conversation. He can hold his own. You know what's funny about Adam from Your Movie Sucks is that we are actually planning on filming a movie review together. We're going to be talking about Rosemary's Baby in 3 or 4 weeks. I don't think it's going to be a stream. I think we're going to just record it ourselves, and then I'll upload it to this channel. Okay. I'm ready for more.
When you were talking about your encounter with the therapist during your divorce,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I felt bad for you. It made me think about
It was
how
pretty
it can be
painful.
so, I felt that,
Yeah.
yeah. And it made me think about how, I don't know why it made me think this, but just how men can have such a hard time during a breakup in a different way, I think, maybe than women do. Just that, a tough breakup reduces a person to their most vulnerable place. It's heart wrenching, and that's not
It's so
a comfortable
heart-wrenching
place for
and
a man to be.
sad thinking about you being in such pain, so vulnerable, so broken down
Look,
without any of your armor or ability to defend
give me that
yourself.
bullshit.
Just like a hopeless little baby covered in your own shit and blood. It's just so upsetting to picture it. I feel so bad.
Is that your response?
Yep.
All right, next question.
Okay. Keep 'em coming.
You say you can't change your identity. Does that mean that there's no hope for someone who's having a predilection towards children?
Pedophiles.
Yeah,
I love talking about pedophiles.
me too.
No hope. My personal pet theory of pedophilia predilections is that people get stuck or they're inhibited from being attracted to adults. So all they're left with is their childhood attraction to children. I don't really agree with James Cantor's view that it's like a sexual orientation ingrained in us from birth. Although his MRI scan evidence does support what he's saying, so it is possible that the pedophiles' brains are just wired differently. But okay, if it could be fixed in some people, I would think that it would be fixed in like addressing those issues of wanting to stay in your childhood. If it can't
Wanting
be
to
fixed,
stay
but if
in your
he's right,
child?
then it can't be fixed. I don't know the answer. I guess that's just like what I feel, but I don't. I could just be completely wrong, and he might just be completely right. I don't know.
Kind of feel like if you genuinely want to, maybe there are some behavioral therapies one could engage in.
Sure, but he is the world's
Possibly
leading.
help.
He is like the world's leading expert in pedophilia, and he says there ain't nothing you can do about it. So
Well, then I would say another resort might
that's
be
pretty
the
compelling.
right, but maybe something that would just reduce your sex drive and stop those intrusive thoughts. So antidepressants, my favorite.
No, I don't think you should reduce your sex drive. They're not intrusive. If you're a
Well, if
pedophile, they're not intrusive thoughts. They're just regular thoughts.
yeah, correct. They're just regular
I
thoughts,
think
but if
pedophiles
they
should.
impede your
I think
they impede the
pedophiles
way you're operating your day-to-day life, then perhaps you'd be
pedophiles
better off.
pedophiles should go to therapy, stay away from children, and jerk off.
Why should they stay away from children? Are they necessarily a threat?
No, but I don't want I want people who are drooling over the children that they're working with to be like around them as much. I think pedophiles should distance themselves from children. Wait. T therapy, avoid what's um what's the third acronym? TA, not jack off, because Taj, that's not a good acronym.
What?
Okay, I'm saying that you go to therapy, avoid children, and masturbate. TAM.
Tom or A, Tam.
Yeah, TAM. We got to come up with something better. Anyway, that's what I think.
How come you didn't want to talk? I don't know if you recall, but there was someone who called last week that seemed to have been hinting
Yeah.
that he had those types of desires.
Yeah.
You kind of ran him off. Was it like a liability issue or you just didn't want to deal with it? Ethical
Um,
issue?
it's an ethical issue. Yeah.
Elaborate.
I think sometimes people come on here to self harm. And if somebody's semi anonymous and then seems like they're pretty emotionally activated and they're kind of straggling towards outing themselves in some way or something, then I just feel like, hey, I don't want you to do that here. So it's different from like the guy from Virtuous Pedophiles. He's like, I'm part of this organization. I'm the front face of this organization. I'm a pedophile. I'm virtuous. I'm loud. I'm proud. I'm going to come in and like, I've had this conversation a bunch of times before. I will definitely talk to a pedophile in that circumstance. But if somebody's like I'm really nervous and I don't know, I'm just going to start blurting shit out, then no, I don't want that. Max was worried he'd get hard. Thank
I
you.
love the chat.
Yeah. It's very
I love
helpful
and I
chat.
hate them.
Yeah.
You hate your own masculinity. You hate your penis. You have this internal conflict of yourself because
Yeah. I mean, I love my
women arouse you
masculinity.
and you hate that.
Sometimes I hate it and I love it at the same time. I'm just saying I think there is a streak of anti-male sentiment that I carry with me Yeah,
I agree.
I know you do. I know.
Alrighty. Been fun. I like this new shirt. I think it's more suiting. Are you not responding? Are we doing a staring contest?
No, I'm just waiting for you to say something I want to respond to.
Oh, why? Did your brain shut down?
No, I
Need
just don't.
stimulation?
No, I just don't have anything to say about your comments on my masculinity or my shirt.
That's disappointing. You're in a hotline show. You should have more responses ready.
Sometimes the most bombastic response is silence.
You know what? You don't fucking know what bombastic means.
Really?
Yeah, really.
What does it mean?
Okay. It means.
I thought it meant like showy and flamboyant,
No.
and
I hate to
also
disappoint.
maybe with
Bombastic,
some
according to the
conflict.
great Google, high sounding with little meaning, inflated.
Really?
Bombastic rhetoric. Yes.
Is that the
Bombastic is
only
like using
meaning?
big words. Yes, high sounding but with little meaning, inflated.
Oh my god! How come everybody knew what I meant when I said it? Just because of context? Did I
Well, this is
change?
why I asked you a long time ago, and I got that
Oh, wow.
response. Like, of course, I know.
Okay. Bombastic,
Yes, you
high
can use
sounding.
bombastic wrong, but
Wait
it's
a second.
whatever. We do
Wait a
get your
second.
meaning.
No, wait, stop. Stop. Are there any adjective? Are there any other definitions? Was there anyone on the internet who will say that I'm right? Market by are given to
I'm
speech
sure
or
you'll
writing.
find someone.
Just shut up. Marked by or given to speech or writing that is given exaggerated importance by artificial or empty means. pompous, pompous and overblown. Synonyms: flatulent, fustian, gaseous, gassy, grandiloquent. Mr. Girl Hotline is nothing if not grandiloquent, oratorical, orotund, rhetorical, and windy. Examples of bombastic in a sentence: a bombastic speech intended to impress the voters in her congressional district.
All right, learned something, haven't we?
Wait a second. Rumors on Russian
He's
social
still
media.
looking.
Yeah. Rumors on Russian social media networks and in select publications are swirling that the bombastic director general of Roscosmos, Dmitry Rogozin, will soon lose his position.
So the
The
internet
insects are
will
known
again.
for their bombastic noise-making abilities during dusk. Well, how? He was sentenced to 3 years probation and 1,000 hours of community service, and in a move fitting his bombastic tenure, later attempted to bill the town for his $549,000 in legal fees. None of these are using the definition that you used.
I gave you the first definition that came up, and
I know, but this is weird,
was it
right?
pompous, blustering, ranting? Yeah, I mean,
In a
like,
short but wide-ranging interview, Ryan argued that his approach offers a stark contrast to Republicans' focus on their primary on copying Donald Trump's bombastic style. Okay,
he's a
so
moron.
but he doesn't. But his style is not bombastic using the definition that you use. It's bombastic using the definition that I'm using.
I guess you found friends who are getting it wrong.
Bombastic meaning Donald Trump is not my friend. High sounding, high flown, inflated, pretentious. Okay, that's getting closer. I don't know, guys. Just accept that you're wrong. But everybody else,
because he's
okay, but no, but in the dictionary, all the examples given use the word the way I'm using it.
I mean, it depends. It could be that they're using it in a highfalutin way, saying big words that people don't understand. That's
Okay, bombastic. This is from
here. I have some examples too.
No,
from wordsinasentence.com. Oh, I can't retort. Only you can go on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cambridge.org. Using long and difficult words, usually to make people think you know more than you do.
There you go.
As we come to the end of this long, bizarre, and bombastic presidential campaign, he is looking forward to one moment in particular. The bombastic news coverage didn't help the situation. Okay, that's Variety. This is Huffington Post. These are examples in the Cambridge Dictionary. Buffalo News. At turns brilliantly bombastic and sublimely subtle, the album set a new standard for modern rock. From the Seattle Times. His style is much less bombastic, let's say, than his predecessor. Slate Magazine. And there were the bombastic pronouncements with no basis whatsoever. Okay, that one is used. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm using a common, like a colloquial definition that seems to be really widely used, but is wrong. I don't know what to do.
Maybe seek therapy.
The bombasticity remains. And Mr. Girl Hotline is also grandiloquent. Okay. Next.
That's it, man. Tapped out. Is this another silent treatment?
No,
I
I
wish
don't.
I had, like, a
I
shot.
don't have anything to say. It's not a treatment.
It doesn't say.
Don't-
It was nice talking to you. Can you manage that, or would that be too like artificial and make your brain implode?
Just a second.
Nice talking to you. Thank you for calling, giving me content for my show. I'm glad you're not another pedophile caller.
We don't know that.
I guess we don't. Right, how fair is the kingdom?
What?
How fair is the kingdom? You're the
I don't know.
king pedophile scourge of YouTube. Did you forget?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the kingdom fares well. Yeah, it's expanding.
All right, girl. Good night.
Go ahead, Sarah. Okay.